Hi, if anyone gets to the end of this video and you have any suggestions as to where I'd start with an EICR, sampling rates and so on, some of the suggestions will be welcome. If it's the way I end up doing it, I'll send you a bottle of champagne. Thanks for coming to the channel again. Do click subscribe, and it's quite a long video, this one. It's just an initial look round for the purposes of trying to get my head around how long it's going to take two of us to do a full EICR in there. It's been open to the elements of it. The roof wasn't waterproof until recently. They just had the roof done. So there's been a lot of work just cleaning it out to the state you see it in the video. I was just having a look around to see how much work there is, how many circuits, and what sort of things we're going to be looking at. There's a few old boards in there, and a lot of the conduit is PVC, which will need steel clips and everything, even before we get to things like insulation resistance and you know, what the state of the wiring is. Oh, I had some cane. That's actually cane. That's rattan cane, is it? Oh no, it's hollow. No, it's bamboo. It's all bamboo. Reminding me of school. So I had a message from the lovely David Savoury, who's a fantastic YouTuber and Spark. Appears to have started in comms stuff and now does domestic work. And he said he had a big commercial job where they had three of them working for 2 weeks. Now I'm hoping to do this with one other person who hasn't got back to me yet. And I reckon I'm going to spend a couple of weeks on it. A couple of weeks. See, there's a lot of flex up here as well. Quite a big flex. Oh, there's another pump. It just records everything. So you want to knock this wall down?
No, I want to open a large hatch in 2 walls. In this wall and this one. Preferably about a metre long.
So distribution board 3 we started at holds 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 circuits there, single phase, and 1 3-phase, 9 single phase and 1 3-phase. So 20 circuits in there to test. Supply to lift, supply to kitchen board, okay, kitchen grill, blank, contactor coil, extract fan, craft room and laundry lights, rear hall and, not sure what that says, 10.6s, lunchroom lights, uplighters, lunchroom lights, downlighters, lounge room lights, outside lights and 10-point-Cs again, larder. The outside lights are going to be interesting. Reception and manager's office and entrance lobby, fire alarm, dedicated supply for telephone, that's 16 amps, crumbs, lounge room power, reception and lunchroom, craft room and laundry power, laundry washing machines, and then clock point alcove. 32 amps for the washing machines here. Right. And so you want to...
And those are an impediment. Can they be moved, say, to there, so that we could have a clear run of it?
Are you going to... So you're going to take all of it down?
No, I have to. The stud partition, there's one stud partition here. There's the vertical here. So we'll have to come to the nearest vertical.
Right. So I'm guessing the contactors, these are contactors here. What they're for, who knows? They might be for the fans on the roof. They were big buggers they were.
But I didn't know when you can take these off. Basically, this was wired into the unit, so there was like a serving area here.
Right. I'm going to head downstairs now to the main intake, and I don't remember where it is. Is it down there?
Yeah, it's the convention.
Enter.
Basically, the probation guys went a bit AWOL one day.
They what?
They went a bit AWOL one day.
How do you mean?
They came down and left all our stuff down here, and they started showing the phone everywhere and all the stuff the shelves.
How peculiar.
Yeah,
What do they do that for? It's like schoolboys.
yeah. Oh, it isn't. It's still damp, but it's not flooded.
What are they shaped? I know they're having a little play fight, were they? Because Matron wasn't there.
Well, they were meant to be being supervised, but clearly.
Clearly needs supervision. Right, so there's no distribution board down here. We've got the intake here, which is
There's a little board thing upstairs on the landing.
Is
I guess
there?
that's for.
Yeah, that's for the-
Well, this is distribution, is it?
yeah, that is. So that's TNCS. 100 amp on one phase. Yellow phase it's using 60 amps.
Well, there's some air in here, so it can get
And 100 amp on the red phase. So I'm not sure why they'd have different fuses. And then a lot of mould and the main earth terminal. Isolator here for, not really sure. Isolator 0. Says isolator 1, isolator 2. And then there's a little distribution board here, washing machine. Basement lights. Schedule of circuit details. 1 upstairs board, 2 basement board, and 3 dance room board. Okay, so basement board number 2, supply to hall, distribution board.
And when they probations.
This is quite neat work. They've gone in there
Yeah.
quite neat with this.
I don't know, is that
That's a lot of work.
electric?
Yeah, that's a conduit, electrical conduit
Okay.
that comes through. Oh, there isn't a wall there. I must go into the wall now. Then I'll come into the boiler room. There's something here that is a switching controls for pumps, boiler sequence, vent override, whatever that is. An isolator there. A couple of large motors here. Single phase motors by the look of it. And then those kind of pumps heating people love. Lots of nice equipotential bonding. All that excites me. Look, there's Art Deco bronze door handles and Deco stairs, sort of marble effects. Marble effect on the walls, all quite nice. This is why I think that it's a bit like the nightmare that must be the Queen Mary in Long Beach. Right, okay, so we've got, oh no, there is another one, because look, we've got this one here. So what are we up to? We're up to 28 circuits with downstairs as well. And then we've got another 10 here. So that was 38 circuits. So Schedule of circuits details. Lights rooms 1, 2, 6 and 7. Corridor rooms 3, 4, 5. Lights. Store, toilet, staircase lights, spare, bath pump. Corridor rooms 3 and 5 sockets, shower. Rooms 4 and 5, main room socket. Saloon, store sockets. Lights. Spare and unknown. Okay, so that does have something here. The Lavex, whoever they are. There's another piece of paper inside there as well. Oh, work. Oh, nice bubble sets. Oh, it's all beautiful, isn't it? Oh, look at this lovely surface mounted stuff. I love it. It's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I just much prefer that to chased in stuff. I mean, I know you don't even see chased in stuff, but just knowing that it's there puts me off. I don't like it. I much prefer to see this, you know, in a building. I don't know. Some of you are going to think I'm mad, but well, that's probably true. But here we have a hairdressing salon, a water pump. This is a lot of work. This is a lot of work. There we are. It's a lot of work. And things like this. Oh, he's got conduit. Then telephone stuff. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is where it all falls down. Mini trunking and flex. Hopefully that's telephone stuff that's done that, but this is flex as well. And that goes to these, and they're plugged in there, so separation might be an issue today. At least all this is lovely conduit there. It comes in from the floor. Can't take the floor up in here, I suppose. Right.
Yes.
So why do you want to move this?
We're not moving that, are we?
Is it working? Is it going to be working?
I have no idea. I don't know.
What actually is it?
It's a disabled alarm for the loos. So if you pull a cord in the loos, the light comes on.
Oh yeah. I don't know whether it works or not though.
Another room with no horrible suspended ceilings. Why do people put suspended ceilings up? Why? I hate them. The horrible polystyrene tiles and just look awful things. And then the cables are always just everywhere up there. They're just horrible suspended ceilings. They reduce the height of the rooms. Somebody tell me why they do that. Okay. I know there's a 16th edition board here somewhere, which I saw when I first came. I think there's a 16th edition plastic board with 60898s in it. But why am I thinking that? I'm not seeing it anywhere. Okay. This will be end of line for the lighting. Going to need a tower in here, aren't we? We need my wheelie tower. Oh, hang on. Look, there's a room number. Number 11. So we have a room number. There's a neon light in there. There's a room number. There's a room number 3. Room number 3. So we've got a room number. And that's a bit helpful. Room number 1. Just had to guess what this one was. So he comes up from the floor, goes into that double socket, and around the corner, double socket there, and then up. Oh no, sorry, up here. It's all PVC. But I think what we're going to need to do is put some metal clips up on some of this, and it goes into a stud wall. And it comes out here. God, it must have been a lot of work doing this. Hey? Hey, that's a lot of work, isn't it? And it comes along here, it comes down, carries on. I'd be interested to know what happens here with it. And then it goes into this room here, into that room, and then you see these sockets up here, funny height. That's a lot of work, so it would be good to know if that's a continuous ring. It's a bathroom. They've done a lot of work here, haven't they? They have. In the past, that must have been the council. Council leased this building for a time. Yeah, so that's the only board I can see. There's an inspection elbow there, or an inspection T without a cover on it. So, insulation, basic insulation showing there. That's a pane. There's much of that heating. That's a steel conduit. And then some light switch here. Do they need bathrooms for assessments for occupational therapists?
Yeah, and then it opens it up, because then we can open up to people like turning ties, you know, running this project. You can invite people in, they can come in, have a shower, have a haircut when the salon's open, get a free meal downstairs. Yay! My gosh!
Is that an LCD? Looks like an LCD.
That's a pen cut, is it? You know. Actually.
That thing is an
That's
LCD.
it,
It's a fused RCD unit. Right up there. That's good. If that trips, you've got to get a ladder to go and get it. I'm looking for suggestions as to where to start with this. So I've got 38 circuits, not all that many. I've got the landing distribution board. I've got the big distribution board in what they call the lunchroom. I've got the little distribution board of 8 circuits in the basement, which has 8 circuits on it. The lunchroom one has 20 and 2 3-phase circuits on it. This one up here has 10 circuits, single-phase circuits on it. So that's just 3 boards I've seen. 3 boards. Where do you begin? Do you begin in the basement? Or do you begin up here? Claire's upstairs.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Hey, Ruben.
Oh, hello.
Hey, how you doing with the stuff? Should we get a selfie? This one's fun.
What stuff? This is Dave and
Stacy.
Stacy.
Dave, get behind Rip and I. Yay!
Where's this going?
Let's just go on social media, help generate some interest.
All those weirdos.
Where's she? Where's she at?
She's upstairs.
How do you get up there?
You go through there, out, and as if you're going out, and there's a staircase.
Okay, lovely.
They can't get it as wide as they thought they'd get it. They've got a load of wires going up here. Quite a bundle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was made.
Coffins, sash windows,
Casement windows,
casement windows.
Welsh dressers.
And where was that?
In the west coast of Ireland. In a small little town, village of 300 people.
Did you do chipping when you came here as well?
Yes, that's what confused when I came over here with my two toolboxes, with my lovely sharp chisels and my squares and set squares and everything. And I went out working for Wimpy's, and where we were doing shuttering, where the only tools you need was a saw, a long bread awl, and some heavy hammers and a nail bar, and a level.
This is the lunchroom board. We've got, okay, so yeah, the three-phase are counted as 6 circuits here. Contactor, we don't know what that's for. Extractor fan, it's all labelled up. The laundry room, we found where the laundry room is now. I'm just sort of learning my way around this place. So the laundry room, craft room is in there, and the laundry room is this strange. Here we go, in here. This is the laundry room, and there's mini trunking. There's lovely surface mounted conduit going through a beautiful architrave there. Coving, I mean. For some reason we've got mini trunking in here. That was always alarm bells, and with mini trunking it means somebody spurred something usually. In my experience anyway, it's a later edition. So these are all the machines.
So I had to leave my tools at home. You could carry around, you'd walk around with a bag, and all the tools you wanted was in a bag.
Where was that?
In London, South Holland, London.
In the 60s?
Yes.
Nice in the 60s.
Yes.
It's quality mahogany. Mahogany door frame. This is the only suspended ceiling. I'm gonna hate going up there. Why do they do it? Why do they do it? Look at it, it's absolutely ghastly. Lift.
It was an exciting time then.
Yeah.
Yes, it was, and
It didn't lead to anything good though, did it? This explosion, this social revolution they had. I think they should have kept it like it was.
but everything has to change
Why?
because of we would need less change if we had less population. The world is flying headlong towards 8 billion people.
Another period piece, fireplace there, deco fireplace. Construction of the staircase is shuttered concrete there.
This new law is coming out now, more stop and search. And there's do-gooders saying, no, it's infringing on the rights of people. If I'm walking around here, I don't care what cameras are watching me. If I'm doing nothing wrong, they're no danger to me.
Lift machinery, here we are. Unauthorised access prohibited. Lift motor room light. It hasn't come on. No lighting in here. Whole board here. Another 6 circuits. This is the other side of the lift room, and there's more PVC conduit. There's a lot of MICC here. Some kind of junction box there. Some galv conduit there. Oh no, it's fire cable for fire alarm. I don't know if they need replacing, but this big earth cable from the lift room, and goes into here. So, do you think these are the supplies for the three? Oh no, because we've got the lift one as well. So we've now got the landing distribution board, the lunchroom distribution board. There's a teeny one in the kitchen which I haven't touched. The lift motor room distribution board. I'm missing one, and this one. So there's 4 distribution boards. There's 3 isolators. And I think what we have on these 3 isolators: basement board, dance room board, and upstairs board.
But there 90% of the people that we don't know about are just living their lives the way that you are after describing to me. 90% of us are doing it. It's only 10% that is not doing it. And 10% of 65 million is quite a few people.
That's interesting. Chime transformer. But it doesn't go into there, does it? That's that one. And that's that one. That one and there. And then this one goes up. Well, I'm doing it. That's bonding. Bonding. Crucifix. 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 Dear Lord, protect this place. We have to do a lot of resistance, insulation resistance testing. I've got to decide on the sampling. It's normally 10% sample rate per year, 10% to get through this. I need to work out what the sample is for the initial certificate. What am I going to test out of all this lot?
Six wires there and 4 over there. So this is my limit.
Air cleaner. Flexible cable coming down here. That just goes into a light. Here's another. Right, so the main switch, and then suspended ceiling in a kitchen. Horrible, 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 horrible. Why do you say that horrible? And this is the wrong type of light for a cooker hood. So I put one in like this, and it lasted about a year. So how come they've got away with it? Oh well. And then got some RCD now. Some 16. Anything else? That's a fan up there. They want 3-phase in here for a 3-phase cooker. That's reasonably easy because there is a 3-phase board in here. That's the fan. I wonder if it looks like it's on. It's working. then there that is. Click a connection unit with nothing on it. This is all me putting up with metal clips. That's it.
The whole community was your police force. There was one policeman for an area the size of from here to Worthing and here to Chichester, and he went around on a bicycle.
And what was the name of that place?
Belmont, County Mayo.
Look at this. This is what I do. And I think I'm overdoing it. It's got 20mm conduit going into the... It's bedded in the wall. I've had comments about doing that. You know, why don't you use oval, they say.
Have you always lived in Littlehampton? Are you a Littlehampton man?
Always come here. But I moved here in '94 when I bought a boat.
Yeah.
And I moved away and back. Served in Iraq.
Yeah.
Served in other parts of the country with the armed forces. But we've had the house here since 2002. And I lived here on a boat before that. And I was born in Pulborough, up the river.
Nice area.
Yeah.
Yes. Both my grandfathers were in the First World War.
So was mine.
And two of my uncles in the Second World War. One of the RAF.
My father was in the Navy in the Second World War.
The RAF, and one was in the American Marines. He came in on D-Day at the Americans at Omaha Beach.
This is all new here, and the way I can easily tell, it's because of the coving, the beautiful plaster coving, which is, big diameter. It's about, the internal radius of it's got to be 8 inches, and it's a big substantial coving. You can trace that through where it butts up against the wall and doesn't have a transition. You can see at the other side of the wall. You can see which walls have been put in afterwards, and this is being done well as well. This is all, you've got 20mm conduit in the wall and all this stuff.
Okay, lovely, thank you.
So as long as the insulation.
When they ran out of guns, they gave them sticks, and they were there. All they tried to do is keep the machine gun barrels from overheating by pissing on them.
Yeah.
And it was, they tell you this gun has a rate of fire of 1,000 rounds per minute. How can you get 1,000 rounds?
You can only get a GPMG, because I taught that.
Yeah.
It's 400 rounds, and then you have to change barrels.
Yes.
Although it's 700 rounds a minute.
Yeah.
But if you do 30-second bursts, which you would never do that much, then you have to change the barrels. That's 2 boxes.
Yeah.
You get 3 barrels with each weapon because they're air-cooled barrels. They bonded the whole lot of this. They bonded the whole lot of this. Obviously more there. But where does that bonding go to? Huh? There's 2 cables there. I mean, get snakes under there, and it ends up there as the end of it. So it's not joined to it.